你好，我是party MUDA候选人，我是邵斐。
Wow, that's
4号候选人。
that's pretty good Chinese. Do you mind to introduce yourself to the audience?
Yes, my name is Rashifa Aljunid. I'm the candidate for MUDA in N41 Puchong Wangsa.
Honestly, it's really the first time I've seen you and heard your name. So, are you really from JB or you are from other states?
I'm born and raised in JB. I went to SIGS and convent school. I grew up in Taman Molek and I've worked in Puchong Wangsa for the past 4 years. I was the first officer for YB Amira Aisyah.
So it's like Amira, he decided maybe to proceed to the parliament and he passed it to you.
Yes, correct.
I
Yes.
see. So I have to say, one of the things that the Chinese community often thinks is MUDA is still a really young party, and then one deficit is maybe he does not really do much of the service to Dun, especially in this Dun because it's the MUDA Dun here. So could you tell us a bit, is it true or have you really done a lot for this community?
There's two parts of the question, right? A lot of people tell us that we're young and inexperienced, but we're inexperienced in taking corruption. We're inexperienced in taking any raswa and corruption. So we may be inexperienced in many of those bad stuff, but we are very honest in the work that we've done. So talking about the work that we've done and also the services that we've done in Puchong Wangsa is very big. It's almost 300,000 penduduk, but also the work that we have done for the past 4 years revolves around 13,000 aduans has been solved, including those from JKM, MBJB, SWM, TNB, and many other agencies. And also it involves 250,000 ringgit fundraised for the banjir communities, people that are affected by the banjirs. And thirdly, we have fundraised 1.9 million ringgit for the people of Puchong Wangsa, for the welfare of Puchong Wangsa. We've also done tuition centers. In our office itself, we give free tuition to 40 students every single year. So people may say that we have not done a lot for Puchong Wangsa, and I'm not looking to replace Amira. I'm looking to continue the work that we have done in Puchong Wangsa, and I also want to do so much more for Puchong Wangsa if given the chance.
I like it so much when you say you are not replacement for
Yeah.
Amira. So can you tell me more about what are the things or the strengths that you think you have aside from what Amira had presented to us as a MUDA president?
4 years ago, Amira was chosen as the Wakil Rakyat for Puchong Wangsa. Even though she didn't know Puchong Wangsa well, people still trusted her to be the Wakil Rakyat that they wanted to be.
Yeah.
My strength is that I have worked in Puchong Wangsa for the past 4 years. I won't speak about other candidates, but I can know for sure the advantage that I have is I know Puchong Wangsa and I know the people of Puchong Wangsa.
Okay, and the next thing is because for the last election cycle, you guys are still cooperating with the Harapan.
Yes.
And then a lot of Harapan supporters actually supported MUDA because of Harapan's flag. This is the hard truth. So why do the Pakatan Harapan or the former Pakatan Harapans still need to pursue for MUDA instead of back to Harapan?
I only hope that people voted for MUDA because we are principled. Our red line was crossed a few years ago because of the Zaid Hamidi case. He was let free even though he had almost 47 charges. That's millions of ringgits in corruption. So our red line was crossed and we went out from the Bandari government. I only hope that people would vote for us because we are principled. We don't talk about the fightings of politics. We don't talk about the chess politics. We don't talk about dirty politics. People would vote for us because we are true to our principle, because we are clean, and we don't have anyone behind us.
Talk about principle, there's another party that sounds a lot like, which is BERSAMA, because
Yeah.
they also talk about principle and therefore they also say that they would not cooperate with any of the party. So what difference you and also BERSAMA?
I won't talk about other candidates in BERSAMA. I think they have, of course, like us, have something to put on the table. But since the first day of BERSAMA opening up in Malaysia as political party, our doors have been open to collaboration. With the Puchong Wangsa seat, there's a BERSAMA candidate, there's also a MUDA candidate.
Yep.
I think we both have things to put on the table. I won't talk about the disadvantage or advantages from other candidates. I'm here to prove myself in Puchong Wangsa. I'm here to reflect the campaign not about other political parties, but also to tell the stories of the 4 years that I've seen in Puchong Wangsa. My campaign strategy is not about other political parties. It's about how do I make sure the 4 years in Puchong Wangsa that I had is reflected in the stories that I tell, in the ceramas that I do, and also in the manifesto that I have.
That's pretty gentleman, I would say, in politics. The last question I would go for is, let's say MUDA really won the seat, and I know you contested 4 seats, and maybe you have won several seats. In the end, if there is, let's say, really a hung parliament and MUDA has really the opportunity to make a change, would you consider to join maybe a coalition government?
MUDA will always be MUDA whether in government or in opposition. We have proved that few years ago when we went out from the MUDA government. Any block that increases the quality of life of people in Johor, that was the contract that we signed in Contract MUDA Johor a week ago. All the candidates signed that contract to make sure that whatever we do, whatever collaborations that we have, whatever coalitions that we have, improve the qualities of life of people. If there was a hung government and MUDA had to decide, we would decide based on the Contract MUDA Johor.
So there is going to be terms and conditions.
Of course, yes. We are not talking about identity politics. We are not talking about race politics. Anything that divides the harmony of the people, that is our red line.
Okay, thank you so much for your time, Rashida. It's such a coincidence, and yeah, I'm so glad that I met you, and wish you all the luck.
Thank
in
you so
the
much. I hope you
upcoming
enjoyed the
elections.
pasar malam.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna find my grandma now. Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
thank you so
那这期
much.
就跟大家聊到这边啊，大家认识 Rashida 到底想给大家带来什么？希望大家有美好的一天，我们下期见，拜拜。